Hi, the audio in this part of my room is really bad. I apologise in advance. Ooh, that was a squeak. Soz. Um, but it's better for my back to be sitting at a desk, I've realised, since moving to uni. So, yeah. But also, look, I'm back in London. All good stuff. Look how sort of empty my room is looking. I've got these shelves here are totally empty. My desk is looking a bit sparse. I've got, it's good. I actually got back for Christmas and then donated pretty much everything I left behind to charity shops. So sorry. Oh my god. Whew. Anyway, hi. So I said in my last thing that I was going to do an updates video on my main channel this month, and I've decided against doing that because I'm going to make it, but I'm just going to sort of collect all the footage and then edit it in January and put it up in January because I want to enjoy the time that I have with my friends and family in London while I have it. And I don't want to be shutting myself off to edit. So I'm going to do that, but I'll probably make an updates video for you before that, hopefully. So I need to stop promising things that I have no concrete plans for. I don't have any time this week at all. That's not true, actually. I'm maybe during the day on Thursday. Anyway, right. This is a favourites video, so we'll get right into that. Still doing the categories thing. YouTube is the first one. First of all, I've started watching Wheezy Waiter, who has apparently been very popular for a long time, and I feel like I've heard people say Wheezy Waiter a lot, and I've never bothered to look into him at all. But I started watching his videos, and I actually thought, I really like, I just like him. He's just, sort of a comforting person to watch. He's got a very sort of dad sense of humour, and it's very sort of dorky, not actually funny at all, but in a really sort of endearing, nice way, which I'm a fan of. And he made a video called "We Quit the Internet for a Month, Here's What Happened," and I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm a fan. And also there's a video that I rediscovered this month that I have always loved, and well, not always, but since it was uploaded in July 2017. I showed it to someone this month and I was like, man, I forgot how much I love this video. But it's called Wildflowers on My Mind by Cat Creature, and it's about her relationship with her dad, and it makes me cry every time I watch it. I just think it's so beautiful, and there's so much in it that really resonates with me. I think it's lovely. So would recommend if you're into that sort of thing. Yeah, so that's YouTube. Films. This month, by this month I mean November, I rewatched Arrival and Seven Psychopaths, which are both excellent film. Arrival, I'm sure you've heard of Arrival before, is a sci-fi about the woman who's asked to translate when an alien race comes to Earth, and their language is sort of completely different. It's visual, sort of. They sort of it's just really such an interesting concept, and it's beautiful looking, and the soundtrack is incredible. It's similar to Annihilation in that it's just sort of very atmospheric and sort of visceral. I keep using the word visceral, and I do know it sounds like I don't know what it means because I'm using it too much, but I promise I do. Yeah, I really like it. And also, Seven Psychopaths is a comedy about a guy who's trying to write a film about psychopaths, and he's collecting stories off people, and then shenanigans ensues, and it's really good. It's got Colin Farrell in it, Christopher Walken, Sam Rockwell. It's a sick cast. It's well good. I'm a fan. Would recommend Seven Psychopaths. And those are the films. In TV, we've got Pushing Daisies. I have seen all of Pushing Daisies, but I made my housemate watch the first episode with me because I wanted to show it to him. And I was like, oh, it's so sweet. It got cancelled, which is very upsetting, so it ends on a cliffhanger, which is very, very annoying. But it's about a guy who, he's called Ned, the pie maker. I love him, played by Lee Pace. And he discovers at a young age that he has this ability to touch things that are dead and bring them back to life, but then if he touches them again, they die again and they stay dead forever. He can't bring them back anymore. And one day, his childhood sweetheart dies and he brings her back to life, and then he can never touch her again. And it's like, and that's the, oh, it's so sweet. And it's very sort of like surreal looking and very colourful, and like it's got like a sort of whimsical narrator, and it's it's really adorable. I love it so much. And also Jane the Virgin. I've started watching Jane the Virgin. I'm nearly 3/4 of the way through season 1, and I'm really enjoying it so far. Probably shouldn't put it on the list until I've seen all of it and like actually can stand by my opinion on it, but like I like season 1, so that's a recommendation. So that's TV. In music, we have Anderson .Paak. He released an album. I don't know what month he released this in, but it was November. Oh my god, amazing. Okay, so Anderson .Paak released an album in November called Oxnard, and there's a song on it called Who Are You, which is really good. I'll play you a bit of it now. Yeah, it's really good. I'm a big fan. Would recommend. Who Are You and Left to Right are my favourite songs on it. And also just like his album Malibu as well is so good. So yeah, Anderson .Paak is my recommendation. What else have we got? The other category. I said last month that I was hoping that it would be mostly books. I have read a book and a half since then, but I don't want to recommend them in this video. Partially because one of them I want to recommend in December's one because I read it in December, and partially because the one that I read half of I really hated. It was called Quiet by Susan Cain, and it's been on my shelf for like a few years, and I've been looking forward to reading it because it's about like the value of being quiet in like a quiet person in a society that values extroverted traits. But she uses introverted and extroverted to mean people who are loud and people who are quiet, which is not correct in my opinion. And also she talks about introverts as if they're an oppressed group, and like the tone of it is very sort of like simultaneously self-pitying and self-congratulatory, and it's literally just like you're just a quiet, but like you're not a minority. Like it just, I don't know, it just felt tonally very odd. And like in the first chapter she does the whole thing of like telling a story, and then at the end of the chapter she goes, and that girl was me, and I'm just like, this is cheesy. Like this is I didn't like it personally. Thought it was bad. But anyway, that's not what I was going to recommend to you in the other section this month. What I want to recommend to you is an Instagram account called, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's Lawsilus. I think I'll write it down somewhere, but hang on. She's an illustrator and her stuff is really nice. Like it's sort of, I'm loading it up now, hang on. Wait a sec. It's just very sort of like, they're sort of like sweet, cozy children's illustrations, I guess, but like they're beautiful. They're beautiful. Not that children's illustrations is like a degrading thing, like, but don't take children's illustrations to mean that they're like not for you, you know? Like they're beautiful. They're just beautiful. I just love them. I think you should check her out if you're into that sort of thing. And yeah, those are my favourite things. Hope you enjoy. I will try and make an updates video if I have time for you, but if not, there will be one in January on my main channel, hopefully, and that's the update. I hope you're having a great Christmas, I'm really enjoying being back in London. It feels very good. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye.